Hey guys, this is Pokemon Sun, video number 35. We are moving right along. So here we are in Melemele City on Ula'ula Island. Really the only thing we've done here so far, we actually arrived here, what, 2 videos ago? And the only thing we've really done here is explore Melemele Garden, because in the last video we actually flew back to the Hano Grand Resort and explored Hano Beach, battled all the trainers out there. We also battled a couple of trainers in the hotel itself. When I was kind of going back, you know, seeing if there was anything that I missed or didn't cover, I actually did find a few places. There's an area on Melemele Island that we didn't hit, so we're going to do that right now. And then there's a place in Koni City that I just totally like skipped, so I'm going to go back there. So anyway, guys, look where we are. We are back in Hau'oli City. Remember how much time we spent here before? But we are back in Hau'oli City. And we're not going to be staying long, don't worry. I just wanted to come back here. I should have come back here as soon as I was able to learn Surf. Or honestly, as soon as I got the Charizard Glide, because Surf, it would have been a little bit more of an effort to get back here. But with Charizard Glide, I could have glided right back, and I got Charizard Glide right after the battle with Kiawe, which was the second trial there on Akala Island. So I could have made it back here after that, but no, I decided to wait until my Pokemon are all, you know, over leveled for these trainers. So this is from a Portia who sends out a Love Disc, who is like at level like 20, 18. That's even worse. So, I'm not going to get much experience from these battles, but at least we're going to get these battles done. And if you are, you know, kind of playing along, you might want to go back and battle these trainers as well. If you're watching this before you actually play, I'm going to say as soon as you get that ability to surf with Lapras, if you can, run back to Hiahia City, take the boat back to Melemele Island, and, you know, come and battle these folks. I think that will let you get the most out of your battles and getting experience and things like that. So, like I said, they're at Brooklet Hill when you actually get the ability for the Lapras paddle. Let's see, you just, what would you do? You would go back down Route 5 through Paniola Ranch, and then Route 4 to Hiahia City. Or actually, no, because after you do that, that Sudowoodo moves, so you can literally just take Route 6 all the way back to Hiahia City. So yeah, there's really no reason why you shouldn't do that, because we ended up back in Hiahia City anyway after we defeated, or after we completed Lana's trial. So, yeah, just go down Route 6 after that trial. You know, you can battle those trainers there if you want, and then you'll end up back at Hiahia City, and then just go west all the way to the boat dock and take the boat to right here, Hau'oli City. And then surf to your heart's content. So we'll go ahead and use the repel so we don't get any wild Pokemon jumping out at us here in the water. So the water here is very shallow, as you can see by kind of like the coloring of the water. Let's see, is there anything on this little plot of sand here? I feel like there should be, because it's just like here. Oh. He smells something. What do you smell? Oh. Ooh, rare candy. Very good. We will save that. So I read this theory, or like I saw a YouTube video on it or something, but I saw this theory about Pokemon Go and like these games, and the theory is that Pokemon Go was actually like the prequel to all of these games. And like the rare candies that are like that you find in these games are the candies that you feed the Pokemon in Pokemon Go in order to evolve them. which makes sense when you think about it, because the rare candies here, what do? They level up the Pokemon. In Pokemon Go, they evolve the Pokemon. And, you know, at some point, you know, I know a lot of people say that, oh, a rare candy, or not the rare candy, but the candies that you get in Pokemon Go are the candies that are, like, made when you, quote-unquote, transfer a Pokemon to the professor. You know, a lot of people say, no, they really just, you know, basically turn that Pokemon into a candy. So their thing is, you know, maybe that practice was outlawed. You know, the turning of Pokemon into candy. And, so all these rare candies that you find in these games are like the kind of, you know, are those candies, but they're rare now because people don't do that anymore. And then what was the other one? The whole thing about Mew and Ditto. The fact that Mew hasn't like shown up yet in Pokemon Go, but Ditto has. And Mewtwo. Like, you know how Ditto showed up before Mewtwo? There's this theory that there's a whole other theory that when people were trying to clone Mew, they ended up creating Ditto instead, because you know how Ditto can transform into every Pokemon, and they say that Mew contains the DNA of every Pokemon. Well, they created Ditto, and Ditto kind of contains the DNA of every Pokemon, so he's able to transform into every Pokemon. It was obviously a mistake, but it wasn't until after they created Ditto as a mistake, and then they created Mewtwo after, who Mewtwo was like the quote-unquote success, you know? So I thought that was interesting how the Pokemon were, like, the game was released and you could basically catch everyone except Ditto as far as like non-legendary Pokemon went. And then Ditto comes out, and then after Ditto comes out, after a while there, then the legendary Pokemon and finally Mewtwo come out. I just thought it was interesting. I mean, the logic actually fits when you think about Pokemon Go and all that. But it was interesting. It was kind of an interesting theory. I don't know if I believe it, but it's kind of neat to think about it. And I remember there was even a theory in there about, like the fact that you didn't have to battle the wild Pokemon to catch them. You just like throw the Pokeball at them, or you throw like a berry at them, and they were talking about like how that's similar to like the Safari Zone. Like, I don't know. There were several like different points that they made, but it was those two that kind of stood out to me. The whole thing about the candies, and then the other thing about the Ditto and the Mewtwo. I thought they were interesting, but yeah, they talked a little bit about how, you know, you don't have to actually catch, or you don't have to actually battle the Pokemon to catch them. You just throw Pokeballs at them, basically, and stuff like that. Like I said, kind of an interesting read. Oh, and then there was another theory as a part of that Willow, Professor Willow, who is like the professor in Pokemon Go, is actually the gym leader Price. Like, and again, this kind of plays again into the fact that, you know, it's the prequel to all these games. But yeah, the theory was that Professor Willow is actually the gym leader Price, and if you, I think they were saying that, and in the game, Price actually states like Willow is my middle name or something like that, and then now you've got Professor Willow. Let's see here, was that his name? Yeah, Professor Willow in Pokemon Go. And he even has like they were talking about how, yeah, Professor Willow is Price. Price says Willow is my middle name, and if you look at their poses, like they're very similar. Like it's weird. Like it's interesting. Professor Willow, Price. So, Young Goose has finally evolved into Gumshoes because I finally decided to level him up here during the day instead of at night. So now, yeah, we have completed one more page in the Pokédex. Yeah, I was just reading there about Professor Willow and Price. But that's, like, that one there is almost, like, too perfect. Like, that to me is the one that, like... That's like the most, I don't know. It's the most, like, I guess, strongest evidence that there is that these games, that Pokemon Go is like the prequel to the other games. Because, I mean, Professor Willow, I mean, why would they pick that name? And Price even says, like, Willow is my middle name or something like that. And... they have very similar, like I said, poses. Like the way they hold the Pokeball, and like the way they stand. It's the similarities are really striking between Professor Willow and Price. It's gonna be interesting to see if anything comes of that. I doubt it will, but it's, you know, there's always gonna be fan theories. But I feel like that one. The whole Professor Willow thing is just almost, it's too coincidental. So yeah, just making sure I've battled all the trainers here in this area. There are still some places that I'm not able to access without the actual Sharpedo ride Pokemon. Later on, you can get a Sharpedo as a ride Pokemon, and you know you can surf kind of like, you know, I am with Lapras here. But Sharpedo can actually like bust through those rocks, much like Tauros can on land. So, in order to... we're going to have to come back here after we get access to the Sharpedo. So that's kind of a mental note that I'm making for myself. After we get the Sharpedo and the Machamp Shove, we're going to have to come back here. Because, remember the Machamp Shove there at 10 Carat Hill, in order to, you know, completely explore it. And then that little area right there. And I think that's really it here on Melemele Island as far as like what we haven't quite been able to touch yet because of our lack of HMs. Or not HMs, but our lack of ride Pokemon. I don't know if Machamp Shove is a ride. But maybe it is, I don't know. But I think there were a couple of places there on Akala Island. I know there was one in the Lush Jungle, and I don't think there was one in Brooklet Hill. Was there one in Diglettz Tunnel? There might have been. But I'm back here at Melemele Meadow because I missed... oh, and look, there it is. It's almost hidden. Yes, Seaward Cave. Like, I had no idea this place existed. And then I was just kind of, like I said, I was kind of going through Bulbapedia, just trying to make sure that there weren't any places I forgot. And I saw Seaward Cave listed as a place on Melemele Island, and I was like, Seaward Cave? What is Seaward Cave? I don't remember this. And then I see where you actually access it through Melemele Meadow, and I was like, what? So that little thing was hidden. I don't think there's anything really to do in the cave except just pick up these items. Maybe an Ultra Beast or a legendary Pokemon or someone will show up in this cave like later in the game, but I don't know. I was kind of talking in the last video about the Hano Grand Resort and the Tide Song Hotel, how those two, I mean those two hotels, they're big, you know, especially the Hano Grand Resort, and I feel like both of those, I was saying, are like missed opportunities as far as like things that could be like done in the game. And I was saying, I don't know, maybe they'll play a role later in the game. Maybe this little cave here will kind of, you know, be the same way. Maybe later on in the game we'll be able to come back here and find like a legendary Pokemon. It's really easy to like overlook this. This will be at least the third time I've played, at least through like Melemele Island, because when I played, let's see, when I played Pokemon Sun the first time, like when I did that first Let's Play that I like ended up deleting, I think I got that far. I think I got to Melemele Meadow. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did. And then of course I got that far in Moon. And then obviously here I am now. But yeah, and the first time I played Sun and in Pokemon Moon, I totally missed it. I totally missed it. So, oh look. So, if I had been smart, I would have been keeping up with like all the places that I find the Zygarde cores and Zygarde cubes, because apparently I'm gonna want to go back and make sure I have them all. And it's gonna be difficult to like not go back to places that I've already been, because I just haven't really been keeping track with where I've been finding the Zygarde cores and cubes, or cores and cells. So why would I say cube? Oh, because they go into the cube. But yeah, eventually I'm gonna have to do a video where I go through and try and find all the Zygarde cells and cores that I haven't found yet up to this point. But that's gonna be something that basically I'm gonna end up probably going to a lot of places that I didn't need to because I already picked it up and just forgot. A pearl. So, this little area here, I mean, a big pearl. I think Melemele Meadow, cutting through that cave, and then coming out here is the only way to access this area. I mean, there's really nothing much going on over here. I mean, yeah, we found some items, but I don't feel like they were all that special. So, I don't know, I just find it hard to believe that they would have created this area where there's just like nothing here basically except a few items. I don't know, did they create it just for that one like Zygarde cell? I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Kala'i Bay. I don't know, it's weird. Anyway, we're done on Melemele Island for now. It was a nice little return. I should have visited Mom, but I didn't. Oh well. Heading back to Akala Island now. And there is a trainer on Akala Island that I didn't battle before, that I want to battle again. Gonna heal my Pokemons first. We hope to see you again. So, got that gumshoes now, so I can go ahead and deposit him. I think this time I am going to go with the Roggenrola. Evolves at level 25. Caterpie, I already have the Butterfree. It's too bad you can't catch Weedle in this game. Alright, got the Roggenrola. Diglettz Tunnel, here we are again. So this guy here, this is the guy, like, I feel like almost every route has one of these ever since, like, Route 3. But they have the one person who says, oh, battle all the trainers on this route and then come battle me. So this was the guy for Diglettz Tunnel who said, battle everyone and then battle me. But we never actually came back to battle him, so I'm just doing that now. He sends out a Hariyama, which is a strong Pokemon. I think his Pokemon actually has a Z move, so we're gonna have to be careful here. I'm gonna have Geico use his Z move. I have 9 levels on this thing, and that's all my Z move did. Whoa. I don't know if the Dragon Rage will be enough. This thing has a lot of HP. Knockoff didn't do much. Should be able to use Pluck here. And there you go. Oops, Skyburz is just 1 level away. A lot of my Pokemon are just 1 level away. I'm gonna have like a big like evolving party here pretty soon. Because Hedwig, Skyburz, and Geico are all just 1 level away from evolving. Well, Hedwig and Geico are for sure. Skyburz is just 1 level away from where I want it to be before I evolve it. I don't know, I may not evolve him right away if I don't need to. Hia City. The first captain, or the first trial on Ula'ula Island is electric types. So I'll probably evolve him before that one because I really don't have any Pokemon on my team who can really, who are like, I guess, resistant to electric types. So he will be resistant to electric types, and if he's a Varichu already, then he'll at least have a good strong attack that he can come at them with, so. I'll probably evolve Pikachu right before that trial. So whatever level he's at that time, I'll evolve him. So I finally came back and talked to this person to have her teach Pikachu Volt Tackle. It's a little bit late at this point because, like I said, Pikachu's probably just 1 level away from evolving, but he can at least, you know, take advantage of it while he knows it. Once he evolves into Raichu, he won't be able to use that Pikachu Z anymore. We'll just have to use the Electrium Z that we'll get from Sophocles. Yeah, I should have talked to her like right after I got that Pikachu from her, because I could have been using that this whole time. So there was an area here, or there was a, I'm trying to find what I missed the first time that I came here. There was a restaurant that I missed, and let's see, that's the shop, that's the Pokemon Center. Is this it? This is it. I missed this place before. Yes, please. Yes, I will give one a try. I will take the meat Z set. Thank you very much. They wanted me to take a vegetarian Z set. They're funny. So basically, I guess this place is good for heart scales. I thought this was going to be like one of those places again in, remember Black and White in Melemele City, there were all those restaurants that you could go into and you would quote unquote eat, but then like as the people actually brought you your food, they would battle you. So I guess I was expecting something kind of like that, but oh well, just heart scales here. But that's good, I guess, because it's kind of an easy way to get heart scales, and sometimes heart scales can be hard to find if you're, especially if you're needing a bunch of them. This is someone's room. I think I remember reading somewhere that this is like Mallow, where Mallow lives or something like that. And of course I just, you know, sleep on the bed like some creeper. Yeah, you know what, that Magmar would have been good to have for that battle against, that Lorantis and Mallow's trial. That was a tough battle. Okay, I think we're done with our backtracking, so we are going to go ahead back to Ula'ula Island, to Melemele City. And in the next video, we will actually start exploring Ula'ula Island by exploring Melemele City, and also this little area to the north of town. We'll explore that as well. So thank you for watching. Thank you for humoring me as I did some backtracking here. Subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. We'll see you next time. Bye.